welcome to Dick's Stadium in Kent, Ohio. Just about to turn the corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. It's the FIU Panthers and the Kent State Golden Flashes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, the Golden Flashes head coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Golden Flashes ready to kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Panthers offense will get first crack at it today. And now let's take a look at the dangerous JoJo Stone. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop, and this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Hand it to the back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Right side, it's Lee. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Panthers are rolling down the field. Handoff to the lone back. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Setting up the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now they'll run the draw. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Plows his way ahead. And he breaks the plane. Touchdown, FIU.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Kent State, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Kent State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes the sophomore running back. One of the better running backs in all of college football and a vital cog in this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense. offense.
He is, and I'll tell you what, to watching this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Now on first down from the 28. Wide receiver going in motion. Play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Sells to fake. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Ford International comes out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And that last completion left a mark. 3rd and even longer coming up. Quarterback changing the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Sells to run, looking to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Long way to go on 2nd down. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Spin move. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the counter. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet.
Runs through a man. He might have space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Got him on the RPO. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running inside, it's Mitchell. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. And the Golden Flashes line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Golden Flashes! The extra point here would tie the game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. Escapes the pressure going right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29. This offense has it with really good field position. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Mitchell. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll need a bunch on second down. Gets the back moving. He breaks a tackle. Runs through, man. He might have some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Golden Flashes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Drops back on first down. Grabs it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to get the corner. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all take...
And he will score! Touchdown, Kent State! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
And the extra point was good. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn...
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Just got rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
The Panthers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Rush right in his face, and he avoids the sack.
It's not just about sacks and getting the quarterback on the ground. When you can hurry him up, speed up that thought process, get near his legs, all those things lead to incompletions and sometimes mistakes.
Going over the top, and they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They're all over it.
Good
And he got
grief.
smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. FIU will line up to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gonna field this one in tight corners. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quick give. It's Mitchell. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on 2nd down from the 13. They'll ride him again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Got the back over the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. They'll give it to him again. And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Golden Flashes offense ready to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Texas A&M Aggies.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. So here comes Kent State's offense, ready to get this drive underway. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Short pass. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Mitchell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Golden Flashes are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Nice move to pick up yardage. Breaks free, and he might be gone.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Looking for room. It's Mitchell. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Golden Flashes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Going with the ground game left. Swamped immediately.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. And is slips just inside that right upright. And now they regain the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. And after that last field goal, they start this 3rd quarter, finding themselves playing from behind. There he goes. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw one first. Left side, it's Brown. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught, and he's got room. Past the 10. Touchdown, Florida International. And that one will give him the lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, down on the Golden Flashes sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Throws it off the RPO. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Burrell. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Out wide right, it's Etheridge. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. In traffic, it's Etheridge. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Golden Flashes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to establish the run. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Play number 9 on this drive. Might as well give it to him again. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He'll try to do it himself. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment, and it'll be a first down. Nice move there on 4th and short. And the Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hunter. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Powers through the defender. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Handoff to the lone back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. FIU pushing tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Right side, it's Stone. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well. Slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Turns it upfield. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Touchdown, Panthers. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. His huge game continues. 3rd time he's gotten pay dirt in this one, and numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
And he dropped a quick spin move on him before being dragged down. Solid pickup on the play. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. The brain trusts getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Under pressure. Caught.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's fourth down. And that made it more manageable. But obviously, the clock is not as important as making sure you get this fourth down conversion.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Oh, pressure's coming. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Might as well run him again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be fourth down. And the Panthers will come to the line to convert on fourth down. Needs it. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away. They'll come to the line first and goal with the lead and the clock working in their favor. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. The Panthers in the hurry up. They go right back to their man on second and goal. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And he steps out of bounds after getting the pick, and this one is in the books. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on.